Hey guys, it's Nightosphere and welcome back to Buried. Now guys, on the last episode, we found this new girl named Amy, and Marcus is wanting to take us to the 3rd level so that we can find this guy named Barksdale and everything, so he could help Dennis so he won't bleed to death. But there's also some disgusting, I don't even know, like monsters flying around and trying to eat our booties, guys. I don't even know. But guys, if you like this video, please leave a big fat thumbs up and let me know down below what other horror game you want to see, because right after this, guys, I want to be playing some more horror games. And I also been reading some of y'all's comments. Y'all want to see some non-commentary Let's Plays, so I'm gonna try my best to find some good horror games and some good regular indie games that I could play and it won't be any commentary. But guys, let's just get right into this. We enter the command center, and I'm happy to see that Dennis has regained some of his color. We're going to get you some help, I tell him, and then we're going to find our crew and get the heck out of here. More help would be great, he says. With the way you took an hour to get my shirt off earlier, I'm not letting you touch me again. Wait, Amy says. Maybe one of us should stay here with him. I'll be okay, Dennis says. He stands on his feet with a grunt. You don't know what's out there, she says. I saw them. I saw what they can do. This facility is not safe. Okay. What can they do? And are any of them like on this floor? Okay. I don't really want to know what they can do. I know that they can kill, so okay. Alright, are any of them on this floor? I'm not sure, she says, but they're down on the 3rd floor, so we'll need to be careful. Marcus looks a little hesitant, but he nods in his agreement, and the 4 of us exit the command center. Heading out into the hallway, I look back to the monitors. I take a final look at the screen that shows my wrecked logging site, and I feel a pang of sorrow. Then I look to the other monitors, showing live feed of the other facilities of the security cameras. I tell myself that I'm not looking for any sign of Amy's creatures, but I can't. And that's exactly what I'm doing, and there's no need to pretend otherwise. We head back through the hall and towards the elevator. The tension exists between us is like a physical presence. Alright, so I'm assuming that we're going to be going down to the 3rd level now. But, sorry guys, I just took a little sip of my water. But, alright, we'll just have to continue and find out. We step inside the elevator and those pristine doors close. Inside the elevator, Amy seems to become much more guarded and distant from us. I want to assure her that I mean her no harm, but I'm not going to put the rifle down. So you have pretty high clearance in this place, right? I ask her. That's right. So what kind of experiment are we talking about? What went wrong? When she starts to answer my question, I can tell that it is something of a relief for her to get some of it off her chest. There's been a lot of work on the project taking place here over the last 3 years or so. The purpose is to find out if there is any real viable science behind point-to-point instantation? Like teleporting, I ask. Oh my goodness. Marcus says, I have no idea. I knew that there was some weird stuff there, but nothing this insane. It's really not all that insane, Amy says. We found our first major breakthrough about 9 months ago. We're able to transport a live rat from its cage on level 3 to a small lab in New Mexico. The trip took the rat 5 seconds. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Dennis says. I can tell that he wants to sound as if he is mocking the idea, but he fails. He is scared. Not at all, Amy says. The problem was that when the rat arrived, its retinas were detached and its intestines were outside of its body. Oh! That little small detail, the rat got there, guys, but it might be dead once it got there, but its body got there. Not alive, though. It's dead. So what does this have to do with us now, or did you ever perfect it? I'm assuming that they never did perfect it, but, we'll just ask it. Well, about 6 months ago, we successfully made that same experiment. The rat arrived in great health, and this time in just 3 seconds. Still, one of those things that we needed to tweak in order to make the process completely safe was somehow to figure out how to keep the subject on a straight course. When the matter of being transported, not only are its atoms being unknitted and then put back together upon arrival. Unknitted, transported, okay. Which part of that did my character got confused with? Seriously. Like, unknitted, I know what she's talking about. The molecules and everything, they got shifted in time and they just dispersed. So it's not physically there. It's like the little atoms and the molecules just grew apart and, diffusion. Guys, this is like this is seriously just easy basics, but, if my guy don't understand it, he's stupid. Yes, deconstructed and translated through space. It's the only way we know how to do it right now. But the issue, as I said, comes in keeping the deconstructed subject on a straight course to its destination. When the process occurs, we are deforming space-time. We are creating a shortcut through space, and that has risks. Why exactly? Dennis asked. Because there are many more dimensions in space than the 3 we exist on. She explains. There's some evidence that there are as many as 10. So when you send the rat to New Mexico, it's traveling through another dimension another dimension to get there, I ask. Basically, and because of that, we're trying to get a better understanding of what those other dimensions are capable of. Things that a great deal of a population would be scared of if they knew what we were doing, hence all the privacy. Then today, the power went out as we were right in the middle of an experiment. Something happened. What? I don't know. She's speaking with the authority of someone who knows what she is talking about. Well, obviously, because she was like one of the scientists who helped do that experiment. So, is that why those creatures are here, or what have you seen in these dimensions? Other worlds, other Tegmart universes, where our laws of nature don't apply, she says, not bothering to explain what that means. I'm not cleared for such things, but I do get the reports. What reports? Marcus asks. I'm given access to the result of the test. In other words, Marcus replies, clearly upset. You guys have been peeking into other dimensions and taking notes on what you see. I can't believe I've wasted my life for this. Oh, that was him! Oh, okay, sorry about that, he murmurs to himself. He looks like he's starting to freak out. Amy is quiet. Her expression indicates that she's waiting to see how I react to all this. That's incredible, or you people are insane. I don't know, like, lady, you're really putting... I mean, it's kind of cool how you're doing teleportation and all that, which is amazing, but you're tampering with, things that you really shouldn't be tampering with. So, woman, you guys are insane. You were not impressed by Amy's work. Why do you think this place is such a secret? Amy asks. Why do you think it's so well hidden? She's right, Marcus says. There are things that take place here that makes the sci-fi movies look like a kid's TV show. I shake my head. That's then I realize that it's not that I don't believe them. It's that because I'm trying my hardest to convince myself that they're insane. Marcus, on the other hand, is incredulous. I don't think anything to do with this. I don't want anything to do with this, he says. All this time I've been working for... He laughs cruelly and sounds like... and the sound of it makes my blood go cold for a moment. Just a single level beneath my feet. You buttholes have been tearing apart space and time, Marcus continues. Then the elevator doors open. I can't get out fast enough. The tension is growing way too thick for my liking. Outside the elevator, we step into what appears to be a massive industrial area. The carnage awaiting for us is unlike anything I've ever seen in the upper levels. So apparently our last decision that we made, that saying you people are insane, well, it's kind of probably put some tension between us and Amy, so she's probably not going to help us out later on in the story. That's just my hypothesis, because I mean, it made the big ol' thing, and look at this, it's like an exclamation point, so it's probably she's gonna hate us. She's gonna hate us, guys. We can't save her. Oh gosh. The area looks industrial, like everything was built for utility only, but more noticeable than that is all the blood. My gosh, I've never seen so much blood. Those creatures must have had a field day. Holy crap, Marcus says, looking like a man that just woke up from a bad dream. There was more personnel in this area than the experiment went haywire, Amy says, as if the explanation makes it better. No research you all do down here could be worth this, I say. We have to get going, or we're going to lose our nerve. Amy, let's focus. Barksdale is in the hangar, I ask. Is Barksdale in the hangar, I ask. If he's still alive, yes. That's where he'll be. Then let's hurry, I say. As far as I can tell, Dennis is doing much better, but I'm beginning to grow tired of trying to keep my fear at bay. Between the blood on the floor and the silence of level 3 and Amy's talk about the lab rats, I'm getting freaked out. Amy, you take the lead, or I'll go first. Stay behind me. Well, Amy knows where to go and everything, but if we do have the gun, So if we say that I'll go first and take the lead, we'll basically be protecting her. But she does know the way. She's the one that knows the way. But I don't want to seem like, hey, you go first, ladies first, and then she'll end up dying. So I'll go first, stay behind me. The four of us start walking ahead, with me in the lead. We stop walking when we come to the remains of what looks to be 3 different people. It's hard to tell how many bodies there were because they have been torn to shreds and are distorted. 2 of the bodies look as if they were being fused together. Another man looks to have had his leg welded through the floor. I can see this man's face. He died in an abject state of terror or horror, his mouth pried open in an eternal scream. Well, if we investigate the bodies, the quote-unquote entities are probably going to be after us. So let's not like put so much focus into that we have to keep going. It's simply too much, worse than the fact that we have just started our journey through level 3. If there is worse waiting up ahead, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. Dennis steps beside me, and when he speaks, his voice is soft and flat. What the heck could have happened to that someone? The things I saw, Amy answers. They could do it pretty easily, I think. She looks pale, and I think that she may pass out any moment. Tears spill from her eyes, and she is visibly shaking. But she soldiers on, looking back to me and stepping to the side of the gruesome carnage. Her eyes again go to my rifle, and she doesn't look very hopeful. You good to go? She asks me. We need to move on, but for some reason I can't take my eyes off the scene. My mind is reeling, trying to process it all. Let's not look around some more. Let's not be those people in the movies that look around and end up dying, okay? Because if they nah. Like, which? No. Please. Like, I know what happens in the movies. Not making that mistake. We leave the grisly set behind, moving into another equally destroyed area. From what I can tell, the next room was once an open area for experimentation. The place hasn't been destroyed. It has been physically altered in the way that makes no sense. The girdles look to have been warped. Their very metals distorted and twisted. To my right, a machine has been catapulted and looks to have somehow merged with the wall rather than crushing into it. Behind this phenomena, there is a standard violence I was expecting to see. There is a limp arm sticking out from underneath the wreckage, and more blood. I see no signs of an explosion, which makes me wonder just how this happened. Seeing the aftermath is sickening enough, but it makes me wonder if Amy saw it while it was happening. Did you see what happened to those girders? Or did you see how those people died? I only caught a glimpse of it, she says, taking a deep breath. I was the closest to the exit, so I just started running. But it was like trying to escape your eye on focus your eye on something that was too close. People's bodies were just starting twisting and turning, and the thing that did this, it looks like She didn't finish. She's cut off by some sound echoing through the facility. It comes from behind us and slightly to the right. I'm not sure what it is, but it makes my blood feel like ice. It sounds almost like static from an AM radio, but there is a high-pitched noise beneath it, and I can't even start to fathom. What the heck was that? I ask, instantly clapping my hands to my ears. One of them, Amy says, her voice a whisper. One of those creatures. That's what they sound like. That's what they sound like? Dennis asks. I see that he's leaning against the wall again, wincing at the noise. I suddenly realize that I have a death grip on the rifle, ready to shoot at the next thing I see. How far away are they, or anything between us and them? Okay. About 100 meters. Dang! Not far. Everyone seems to take this as a cue to start moving again. We make our way around the office wreckage. Now, with a new purpose in every step, we barely make it to the other side of the room, approaching a dark hallway, when another high-pitched noise sounds out. This one is louder, closer. We all share a terrified look, and I can tell that Amy is on the verge of losing it. I grip the rifle tightly as we head towards the hallway in front of us. How much further to the hangar, or can you kill these things? I don't want to stay around and try to kill, but I mean, trust me, I would shoot these things in a heartbeat, like bam, 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 give me that shotty, okay? But I'm just saying. Let's make every question count. Much further to the hangar, or can you kill these things? I don't think that you can actually kill these things, because if you don't, I don't know, but we'll ask. I don't know, Amy says. Dennis speaks up, his voice like ice. Then let's haul butt, huh? No one says anything further than that, but I can feel the presence of terror around us, pressing in on us like some new violent gravity. Oh my gosh. Guys, that is so scary. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm assuming there's not going to be any quick time events or anything like that, because currently I only have my hand on the mouse. And I'm sitting here just like, But we're just gonna continue on. I'm not gonna leave it off right here. I don't even have my timer on, so let's just push it to the end of this chapter if we can. Oh my gosh. The small utility hall is well lit. It looks as if it was designed to only be used by select maintenance workers. What goes on in this area, I ask. I'm looking at Marcus as I ask the question, but he only shrugs in response. She might know, he replies, pointing to Amy. I've never been down here before. It's just a utility hallway, Amy says, but at the end of there is a maintenance room. There should be a gun or two in there. It's always the most direct path to the hangar entrance. As we walk quickly and quietly down the hallway, I take a glimpse ahead and feel the hair on my back of my neck stand on end. The lights become sparsely spaced, and it's impossible to see just how far the hall extends into darkness. This hallway has an occasional trace of bloodshed, but nothing like the main area we come from. We continue further down and just as I begin to see what looks like a large metal door further ahead, I hear yet another shrill sound. This one sounds further away, but no less demonic. How many of these things did you see? Dennis asked Amy. 3, but that's just what I saw. There could be more. What did they look like? Dennis asked. We can talk about something else, or yeah, what are we dealing with? What did they look? Well, we already asked that before. And she said that she only caught a glimpse of it, and she didn't even finish her thought because she was just like, I don't want to talk about it, but I guess we can push on. So, I mean, I don't think it's anything bad, but maybe we shouldn't talk about it. We shouldn't talk about it because we gotta stay focused. Like how my ex-husband was right when he said my job would kill me, Amy asked, before letting out a near hysterical giggle. Because I keep hearing him in my head. I mean, I'm sure he didn't imagine this exact scenario, but still, heavy, commiserate, Dennis. I did really I'd really like to just find Barksdale, I commented. I start to walk forward, hoping to break them out of their discussion. As we make our way to the hangar doors, another high-pitched noise rings out, angrier now. Amy stops walking, causing all of us to stop and turn to her. We have to do something to slow those things down, she says. No, there's no time. We need to distance ourselves and get to the hangar fast. Amy ignores him in deep thought. There's an old hydraulic door set in the wall right behind here, she says. It hasn't been used for years, though. She looks to me, pleading her case. Together we might be able to pull it close behind us to keep those things back. Those old hydraulic doors weigh a ton, Marcus says. There's no way it will work. Roger, Amy says. What do you think? They will have a harder time getting to us if these doors are locked. Look, Marcus shouts, turning to me. We need to get to the hangar now. Okay. So apparently these things, they're not ghost-like, so they can't go through walls and all that. I mean, maybe, I don't even know. But we do have an injured person, but the rest of us, we can push it together. I'm pretty sure Dennis will still try to help. I'm pretty sure it will slow them down, because if we keep going, we would probably lead the other entities right to Barksdale and the rest of us and the rest of the survivors, and we'll all die. Probably going to regret it. So, let's stop and close the door first. That's what I'm choosing, guys. Oh. You decided to try to close the doors. Darn it, Marcus says. We don't have time for this. Amy ignores him and starts feeling along the hallway wall for the groove. Dennis and I start looking as well. A minute passes. Then I see a small metal frame that runs from the floor to the ceiling. Is that it? I ask. Yes, Amy says. I look to the floor and I see an old metal track that runs along the frame. Let's move it. Let's move it, I say. Amy, Dennis, and I start pulling as hard as we can, but it barely budges an inch. Behind us, that static noise rings out again. My heart seems to stutter, and Marcus lets out a little whine. We're running out of time. We need to go, Marcus screams. Those things are getting closer every second. Marcus needs to help us. He needs to help us. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm not sure if I'm doing... Oh, I hope I'm making the right decision. Marcus, help us. It won't make a difference, he says. We shut up and help us, then we'll find it. Then we'll find out. I shout. Reluctantly, Marcus walks over and grasps the door. We all groan and strain to pull. It starts inching slowly and then it begins moving steadily. Once we get started, it slides easily. As we near the wall closing off the hallway behind us, I think I can see the merest glimpse of an odd illuminated shape in the darkness. It cuts off the slight thump of the hydraulic door being pushed against the frame in the opposite wall. Amy turns a lock in place. Great. Now let's halt butt. Says Marcus. We all turn and get moving, still feeling unsure about our protest. The fact that yet another thrill noise sounds somewhere else in the facility is not calming. And then there are two of them. It's almost like they're calling out to one another. The doors to the hangar is set up ahead, like the entrance to some enormous labyrinth. Oh my goodness, that was... that thing, I didn't even see it or anything, it didn't give me a picture, but that was legitimately creepy. Oh my gosh. But guys, I'm actually going to leave it off here. I'm really hoping that I actually made the right decisions for this episode, but if not, then I don't even know, guys. I hopefully I made the right decisions. But if you guys like this episode, please leave a big fat thumbs up, and if you're new, hey there, I'm Nights. And you guys can subscribe if you want. I'm not gonna force y'all, but you guys better subscribe to me. Gosh, if you don't subscribe to me, I will lose it. No, guys, I won't lose it. But thank you again for 100 subscribers. It was awesome, and I got really good feedback on the 100 sub video. So yeah, if you're new, check that one out. But I love each and every one of you guys, and thank you so much for the support and for watching. Don't worry, I am gonna do some non-commentary gameplay and everything. I'm gonna try to do a series, maybe What Remains of Edith Finch. I heard that is a really good game, and I would more than likely play that sometime soon. But I love you guys, and thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the Nightosphere. Bye, guys.